Hey everybody. Today is March the 3rd, and I'm at my dining room table, and I'm getting ready to do what I call wet sprouting. There might be another term for it, a correct term for it. But basically what this is where I take my seeds, I take my seeds and I wet some paper towels, and I put the seeds in the paper towels so that the seeds will sprout in the paper towels. And then whatever sprouts, I plant those out in hopes that I'll have a better production in the garden. So the idea behind wet sprouting is that it enables you to see which seeds germinate versus just unknowingly, you're sowing your seeds, which I'll still sow seeds directly into the ground or into my grow bags or what have you outside. But you don't know what's going to germinate, what will, what won't. So this kind of helps you to see what seeds are actually going to germinate. Let me get started and I'll show you how to do this. This is it's so easy, very inexpensive, and it only needs just a few things. I'm going to show you all what you need. What you need is some water. So just have a bowl of water just out of your tap is fine. Doesn't have to be warm, cold, just water. Paper towels. You need a marker so you can label your baggies. You can reuse your baggies or get some new ones. Start with ones that you can reuse and just wash them, clean them out, make sure they're clean and dry. And then your notebook. So first thing you do, take a piece of paper towel, and it doesn't have to be a big piece. And I don't want to be wasteful, so I'm going to take a little piece of paper towel. I'm going to just rip it down, just a little piece of paper towel, and then just wet it. In your water. Just like that. And it's nice and damp. And you might need a towel to keep your hand dry for when you go in for your seeds. Don't get the other seeds wet. Only do the ones that you want to use. And then I'm just going to sprinkle them. Try to do it on like one side of the paper towel in a single layer. Because these are older seeds, I'm going to use a good number of them to make sure I get some germination. And then I'm going to fold the paper towel on itself while still keeping everything in a single layer as well as possible. And give it a little press down so that they come in good contact. Just like that. They're wrapped up in there nicely, the seeds. So then what you'll do is put the seeds in your baggie. And another thing, which I forgot to tell you in the list of things you'll want to have, is a spray bottle. If you don't have a spray bottle, then you could just dip your hand in your water and just sprinkle it in or gently pour it in. But take your spray bottle with some water and then just give a nice little spritz in the bag just to maintain the moisture in there. Seal up the bag. Make sure the seeds stay in contact, just like that. And then label. Then I'm going to go to my page here in my journal. Here's my orange blaze peppers, and then the date that I wet sprouted. Today is 3/3/24. Then after I do that, I will take all of my baggies and just kind of stack them, put them in a safe location, you know, someplace just kind of store it off to the side. I might put them all into one big gallon-sized Ziploc bag. Last year, I stored them all in like a shoe box and put them up on top of my hutch, and just watch them every now and then. But you can also just leave them on the table or what have you. All right, so I'm gonna go into my little box where I put my seeds. And I already looked through these, and I know that there's some that haven't sprouted yet, like the pepper seeds haven't. I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and put a what do you call it? A heating pad under those, because those are gonna require some heat to sprout. But a couple of them have sprouted. I want to show you all. My calendula. If you look in there, you can actually see and feel they sprouted. So I can feel them. Can I feel it? Yes. So those are ready, my calendula. And also my butterfly scabiosa. Those also sprouted. I can feel the sprouts in there. So they sprouted. And because these are sealed up tight, look, you can even see, look at that. Nice. Yes, beautiful. Can you all see that? See that? Beautiful. So it's still a nice moist environment. Every now and then you can, if it seems as though they're drying out in there, you can go in there and spray some water to make sure that it stays nice and wet. But you know what? If you have these sealed up all the way, I find that they keep their moisture with no problem, but still keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't dry out. So then I just went in and I put in, today is 310, which is when they germinated. They may have germinated before then because I wasn't really checking them every day, but I figured I'd give them about a week. So it's been about a week and they germinated. So I'm gonna show you what I do next. It's getting dark outside, so I'm trying to hurry up and do this before it gets too dark, because I gotta put this stuff out, these containers outside. So let me show you how these look. Now I waited too long, so some of these are getting a little moldy, but it's okay, they'll be okay. The butterfly scabiosa looks good. Little black spot, but it's okay. I have a lot of these, so I'm excited about these. What I get, 3, 4, 5, gentle, 6, gentle, 7, oh, that'll be okay, 8, very nice. So these are my winter sowing containers, and I'm going to put the seeds in these containers, the germinated seeds in these containers, and then I'm going to top them off with some vermiculite and get them set up outside. So I'm just gonna put about 8 holes in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's drop these in. Give them a nice little tuck in there. I'm not gonna cover them up until I have them all in, so I know where they are. And when I'm putting them in, notice I have the green part up and the sprouted part goes down, because that's the root. One of the things I like about this method is you can, especially if you're using old seeds or seeds that you got, like I got these seeds from a seed exchange, so I don't know how old the seeds are. This way you can sort of pre-germinate the seeds and see which seeds are viable and transplant them that way, rather than sort of blindly sowing seeds, which is fine. I do that too. All right. This is kind of a fun method. I think it's a slightly messy method, but it's gardening. They're all kind of messy. But I think this is a fun way to do it. I think you get kind of a quicker gratification, if you will, because you can see some action with your seeds. But I would, next time I wouldn't wait so long to get them transplanted. I think once you start seeing those seeds germinate, that's when you really want to go ahead and get them in and set up. And I think you get a pretty decent success rate with these because they're already germinated. So, all right, so now I'm going to just sort of tuck these in lightly with the greens, the heads up and exposed a bit. All right, this one's giving me a hard time. Is this one going to be my problem child? All right. Not a problem child, just special personality. All right, now let me cover these up with some vermiculite. And these grow straight through the vermiculite, so. Okay, so next I'm gonna seal these up and put them outside on the deck and wait. All right, they're added to the other crew. Tops off, sitting outside, and they are ready to grow. Okay, so made it in the nick of time. It is getting dark outside. So next, what I'm gonna do is update my garden journal, and I am putting in, I have a list of everything that I will be wet sprouting, or I'm planning on wet sprouting. I'm going to do some wet sprouting of the other items starting in April. But for the ones that I already did and the ones that germinated, of those that I did that germinated already, I put that date in, and now I put in the date that I planted them. I'm going to put that date in. Today is the 18th. Hope this works for you. Thanks for watching. Hope it's helpful. Bye.